My name is Kandi, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a galaxy cuff. What makes this cuff unique is that it doesn't start with an X-base cuff, it actually starts with a single. So let's get started.
This cuff is made with a 32 bead base. Each layer contains 8 loops, and for each layer you add 8 additional beads. You are going to need elastic stretch cord, scissors. The bead count is 32 base color, 32 second row, 40 third row, 48 fourth row, and 56 fifth row. To start off, we're going to add 32 beads as the base color bead in the single. For my example, I'm going to be using blue. Once you've added on all your beads, now we're going to tie it off just like a single. Make sure to tie your knot securely. Once you've completed your knot, snip off the short end. And now we're going to start our next row. These are going to be comprised of 4 beads. I'm using green for my next layer. So you add on 4 beads, and then we are going to string through the 4th bead on the single. And what this is going to do is it's going to create one of those 8 loops that you get by doing layers like this. Add on 4 more beads. Count down on your single 4 beads away, and then string through that 4th bead. Pull it tightly and make sure to continue this all the way around the single. Now we need to go up a layer. How we're going to accomplish this is by stringing through the blue bead, up through the first green bead that we strung on, and if you feel like tying it off, now would be a good time to do so. To create the galaxy effect, what we do is we add on 8 beads for each additional layer. So instead of doing 4 beads on this layer, we're going to add 5 beads to this layer. Now we're going to string through the first green on our second loop. We don't go through the blue at all. We're stringing through the first bead on that green. Just like so. We're going to add on 5 more additional beads. And then string through the first green on the 3rd loop. This is how we make the galaxy effect. Continue this all the way around. For this layer, we're going to string up through that first green bead and up through the first yellow bead. This is going to create a diagonal from the blue to the green to the yellow, and you can see this more closely when you're working with it. Pull your layers tight as you're going so they don't become too floppy in the end. Add on 6 additional beads for this layer. If you can see the pattern forming of where we add 1 bead per layer, that's where it goes up by multiples of 8 because there are 8 loops. So we're stringing through that first yellow on the second loop, pulling that tightly, and make sure to continue this. Now we're going to string through the first yellow on that loop and up through the first orange on our first loop. Once again, make sure to pull this tightly. For this layer, we want 7 pink beads. We're going to string through the first orange on the second loop, pull it tightly, add on 7 more, string through the first orange on that 3rd loop, and continue this all the way around. And now I'm going to complete the cuff by adding on those last 7 beads, stringing up through the orange, and then we're going to tie the knot without going through that pink bead. What we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the loop, creating a loop with our string and pulling our tail end through it. And do this 3 to 4 times to make sure that it's tight and secure. Now we're going to take our string and cut off the excess. And congratulations, you've made your very first Galaxy cuff. If you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe. I put out new videos on Mondays. You can check out my latest video here or my playlist of other cuffs.